Hey YouTube, so this is a really different kind of video. This is a call to action for my fellow vegan YouTubers. So as vegan YouTubers, we have a really important job, I think anyway, in terms of being a portal through which many other people, many young people in particular, get to see the world from a vegan perspective and kind of make sense of it and make informed decisions about what is the best or not the best course of action in terms of bringing about positive change in the world. Now there's one area that vegan YouTubers have honestly dropped the ball, and that's the realm of politics. That's actually what gave birth to the Onion Night show here on YouTube, is the obvious need for more political discussion, more political discourse among vegans, and specifically on YouTube. 2016 was the year that veganism became a political issue, but you wouldn't know it from watching vegan YouTubers. America right now is in the middle of a political revolution that's setting history. We're running two of the least popular candidates in US history, in Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Third parties have the most support that they've ever had in US history, and there's a new political party that has animal rights and veganism as its platform issue. Again, history making. So all this historic stuff is going on, but none of it's being talked about by vegan YouTubers. I just shot a story from Reuters where a group of 13 or 17 investors, major investors, have shifted $1.25 trillion, I believe, from animal agriculture to plant-based agriculture. China has enacted a bill that will cut the entire country of China's meat consumption by 50%. Denmark is now taxing people who eat meat. Veganism as a political issue is already here, and we as a group need to tackle that beast of a conversation so that our viewers can actually make some informed decisions. Now, why is it the case that so many people that have devoted themselves to explaining how others can make a positive change in the world every day by voting with their dollars, why is it that those same people refuse to talk about voting with your vote the one time that you actually get to once every 4 years? Well, there's a couple of different answers to that question. The first obviously being that most people don't know anything about politics, most people don't follow it, which is totally fine because it's 95% bullshit anyway. Then there's political apathy. People are so disenfranchised at this point that even though saying the word politics makes them roll their eyes and change the conversation. And then the last big reason, obviously, is that YouTubers run the risk of losing some subscribers in such a conversation. You know, telling viewers on a vegan YouTube channel to not make the same decision in an election that they make every single day of their life, well, a conversation like that has the potential to undermine for some people everything that they've said on their channel up until that point. And that's a really difficult situation for people to put themselves in, especially if they, rely on their channel for income, etc., etc. So we're calling for amnesty on this one. No one's going to unsubscribe just because they disagree. Get this, if the Onion Night wasn't here, Clifton Roberts and this entire historic campaign would have been talked about on YouTube for 8 minutes by Mr. and Mrs. Vegan, 6 minutes by Plant-Based by Nafsika, excuse me if I said it wrong, and 6 minutes by Klaus from Plant-Based News, who isn't even from this country, but he does have another longer interview with him coming up. And 2 minutes or so by the broccoli industry, which is another awesome channel. More people need to sub the broccoli industry. So 22 minutes of coverage outside of the Onion Night on YouTube. If you were to compare that with the amount of time this year spent on nonsense, catty gossip, and just repeat content, you would honestly have to ask yourself seriously, what is the function of, like, what's the point? What's the purpose of vegan YouTubers?
But you said stuff about my sex life, and for me,
about your sex life?
So what we're asking is that vegan YouTubers, instead of making their next video about how terrible Freely the Banana Girl is, or Freely and the Durian Rider, and what I ate in a day, everyone knows what you ate in a day, you ate vegetables, or I disagree with this person on protein. There are already hundreds, if not thousands, of videos just like that on YouTube already. So instead of doing your next one of those, we're asking that vegan YouTubers do one of two things. First, make just a 5-minute video with your thoughts on Clifton Roberts, on why you would vote vegan, why you wouldn't vote vegan, or why you don't really know yet. Or you could, if you don't feel comfortable making a video on it, just make a little something that says, hey, this typically isn't my thing, this typically isn't my topic, but this is an election, we have an election in a month, and Brian over at The Onion Night made this video about voting vegan, so I'm just gonna give you the link to it so you can check it out so you know what's going on in the election. I feel like we're being extremely negligent to our viewers if we let the entire election year pass and we don't let our American viewers know that there's actually a person in the election representing them. So I'm gonna call a few people out by name. These are popular vegan YouTubers that I watch. But even if I don't call your name, don't think that I don't wanna hear from you. I wanna put together a reel of people talking about this so that before the election on November 8th, everyone can see them in one place. And let me be 100% clear, I am by no means saying that you should endorse Clifton Roberts because he's vegan. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want to hear from you even if you don't want to vote for Clifton Roberts. We need to hear that perspective. Freely the Banana Girl, Durian Rider, That Vegan Couple, Brown Vegan, Rising Resilience, Fully Raw Christina, Abba La Ciel, Carrie McCarpet, Unnatural Vegan, Vegan Gains, Bite Size Vegan, The Friendly Activist, Marine Janine, Chocolate Vegan, The Vegan Batman, Bananiac, Reg Flowers, Mike the Vegan, Urban Black Vegan, Happy Healthy Vegan, Cheap Lazy Vegan, The Honest Vegan, The Vegan Activist, by Ari Danielle, Vegan Revolution, Abantu May, Angela Eats Plants, Sorsha Morgan, The Vegan Cheetah, High Carb Hannah.